Listen,
Top of
before
the
you watch this
morning.
video, I need you to like and subscribe, man. The goal is to get as many college coaches to this platform as possible to get these kids scholarships. So, in order to do that, I need you to like and subscribe to this video and even share it.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, my peoples? Listen, welcome to the show this morning, and we are going to meet over here. But listen, man, listen. Top of the morning. Listen, today we have a great topic. We have a great topic, but before we get to any topics, any guests, listen, all I need you to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody. Can you do that for your boy? We're going to have more games, more content. We got 5 shows a week. Plus, we're going to be streaming games of every weekend for the most part. We got one football game for sure. Then we got multiple basketball games. Girls, boys, it don't matter. Listen, I'm coming university for the girls and the boys. You know what I'm saying? We strong on the girls side, but we working our way up the boys side. But listen, man, go to my Instagram. All the stuff is in the description. Make sure you tap in. But today's topic is, if you haven't seen the thumbnail already, are parents exhausted? Are parents getting exhausted from AAU? Is it exhausting, or is it like no real balance? Like, I feel like there's two different things. Like, I feel like if you're trying to catch up and you trying to play that rat race of playing all these tournaments so you can catch up to Billy or Sarah, that's not the way. That's not the move. Do you understand? Listen, AAU in the fall time, is it a waste of time or is it necessary? Um, we talked about a lot of discussions as far as middle school, AAU. Waiting on my guys to get in here. Let's see what we talking about. Let's get it, man. Top of the morning. Make sure y'all chiming in. Top of the morning, top of the morning. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Listen. What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen. All right. Top of the morning. So what's y'all thoughts, man, on AAU, man? Make sure y'all comment. Y'all comment, man. But while I wait on my guys, I really want to talk about the university, man. Like just the standard that it really has, like with the coaches and the parents and the players. Like I feel like it's one mesh in a whole. So they got my boy Z right there. Ugh. What up now?
Good morning, man. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, sir. Man. So the topic today, Thursday, almost Friday. The topic today
Yes, sir.
is, are parents getting exhausted from AAU? So I'm gonna wait till Trey get in. I'm gonna play a couple clips. And but what's your thoughts on that? Like, because the clip that we're gonna play, she basically was a middle school mom, and she was like, she's not really looking forward to AAU in the fall time. Like, she pretty much was like exhausted from the summertime, but she just want to do training, play her school ball, and go on by her year.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel? What's your take on that as far as like in that middle school era?
I've been preaching this for years, man. The parents, you know what I'm saying? Like as the basketball realm has changed,
Right.
there's not kids, the percentage of kids getting offers in the 6th, 7th, 8th grade now are way down. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
why are you playing AAU in the fall, winter? Why are you still playing AAU? Why are
Mm-hmm.
you not working on your weaknesses that you've struggled with all summer? So I've been preaching this for a while. Just for kids to kids and parents to understand that you need some time to work on your weaknesses. You need some
Right.
time
Yeah.
to develop on the things that you're not good at that level before you cross over to the threshold where basketball becomes really, really different. And so, I just think now, you know, it's all, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's all money driven. Basketball has become a money driven sport. So, they just try to keep these kids going year round, to keep that income coming in. And
Right.
some of the parents are now starting to understand it. You know what I'm saying? They starting to understand it now. They're starting to see between the lines, like, you know what? We're gonna take a break from this, and we're gonna continue this when it come back around the spring again. But just imagine how strenuous a schedule is for a kid in junior high, 7th grade. You got 7th grade workouts. You might be playing volleyball. You might be playing. You might be running cross country. You might be doing a multitude of things in 7th grade, and then you got to leave school, get your homework done, and also go to AAU practice.
Yeah.
So you wonder why so many kids getting hurt. Look how much they doing.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna play this clip, man, because I feel like it resonates. I think it resonates with a lot of parents. I actually got this clip from you. I had seen it on your story.
I'm tired of that. So I want my kids to just train and do some open runs and get ready for school ball at this point. Bump AAU situationship for fall.
Like that's her thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So do you feel like that's overall culture thing from all cultures though? Like they just like exhausted, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just for playing so many tournaments, expectations. What is what you feel like the hardest thing is in being a parent, like in that space, like really trying to navigate that thing? Like she's saying, like play pickup runs. Like I feel like I think I interviewed somebody a kid Monday, and I was like, how you get your feel for the game? Because she said she took her 7th grade summer off. I think her 7th grade going into her 8th grade year. I think she took that year off, and she's just like, I played ones, I played like different situations. I just trained, worked on my explosiveness, athleticism, and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like, and she got a pretty good solid feel. So it's just kind of like just using those different scenarios where you don't have to spend a bunch of money year round. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got it or you don't got it, you know what I'm saying? It's still strategic at the end of the day. So what's your thoughts on that? Like taking those middle school years off?
Well, I've already told y'all what I did with Lil Zee. I learned from Zay what not to do with him. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
6th, 7th, we didn't play AAU basketball. Lil Z didn't play AAU basketball. We did exactly what your interview was about. We just got better, bro. We just stayed in the lab. We went to the park, played against grown-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did stuff like that. We didn't, I wasn't chasing the AAU scene then, man. I learned from Zay what not to do. I played Zay way too much. I played her way too much, and I understood that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I didn't know no better. And I think right now that's the problem. Parents have so much pressure on them they see everybody else playing, so they feel like they got to play. So I think Trey ran into that with a few of his players. They see all these other girls playing, and they feel like they got to play. They got to do this. They got to be doing what these other girls doing. So the comparison thing, and then the pressure of everybody else doing it. And if you don't have a backbone, like if you really don't have a backbone to believe in and have confidence in what you're doing with your kid, you'll fall into it. You'll keep doing what everybody else doing.
Mm-hmm. Trey, what's your thoughts?
Nah, same thing with Z. I learned from Z. Like I keep saying, this is my story with Z. I reached back a while back, just when I was doing boys, and I said, hey, why I don't see your son at these, what they call GSEs, why I don't see your son at these big tournaments, grassroots tournaments? And he's like, man, you don't need all that shit. We gonna be in the gym, we gonna be in the lab. So when I took that same recipe, my girls were so far behind everybody else, like they was ass.
Right.
But we took those times, like fall season. I had an AAU team, but we didn't play in AAU tournaments. We might play in one tournament a month just to see what we need to work on. We go get our head beat in. I said, all right, they don't know how to cut off the sideline. All right, they don't like rebounding. All right, they don't know how to do this. So we go to that tournament, get that from it, and then for a whole month, 2 months straight, we in that gym grinding, working on it. You get to high school, every one of my girls on my AAU team made varsity. Every one of them. And they starting. Every one of them made varsity and they starting. Every one. So yeah, like Z saying, like get in that gym and work on your game. And I was talking to my OG yesterday because he be coming and get on my shooting gun and get shots up. And so
Mm-hmm.
we used to like playing and getting that stuff. He said, man, I'd rather get my 400 shots up than go play now. Like it was fun to go play, but he was like, man, I'd rather just get my 400 shots up because if I go play, I'm not gonna get my shots up. And he was like,
Right.
it's just more therapeutic to actually just go work on your game. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
it does something to you when you just working on your game, your craft.
Yeah.
What they say, I think Z said, you got to master your craft. That's your
Yeah.
craft. And if you don't ever take no time off to master your craft, you won't ever
Mm-hmm.
master it. You won't ever
Yep.
master it.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And
So,
the bad part is when you see these parents and kids put the training aspect on the back burner when they go to AAU. Like
yep.
people wonder why
Yep.
my kids always train, why they play the AAU. But like parents going to AAU, they don't train at all no more, bro. They just it's AAU. They think AAU practice is enough, and they done. You know what I'm saying? Like they
I think it's worse in public school. I think they stop training more in public school than they
both
do in
seasons
AAU.
though. Like I'm saying, it's a decline in both seasons. Like I know when AAU season hit because I can tell my numbers, like what kids drop off, and I
Mm-hmm.
know when high school basketball season hit because I tell my numbers. You know what I'm saying? I like
Shit, that's
kids be
only
tired.
what 2 months between.
Yeah,
He said,
but they tired. They tired from that 2-hour practice. They get home and guess what they tell their mom and dad? I ain't going to Coach Z tonight, mama. I'm going out. We had a hard practice tonight. I ain't going. And guess what? That becomes a habit. Like it's easy to stop doing something and it's hard to keep doing something.
right.
So
Mm-hmm.
what you're gonna do is the easiest one. You're gonna stop doing it. It's easy.
Right.
That's just like when we always talk about, hey man, I got to get down on this weight. Man, it's so hard to lose weight, but it's easy to gain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's always easy to stop doing something, but it's hard to keep doing something when you don't want to do it. It's
Right.
hard, bro. Yeah.
Got you. So another clip we got from this clip, we don't seen this clip multiple times, but I think it tied in with this topic. So we got let's see who we got.
AAU, I thought for my kids wasn't the right avenue. They weren't the biggest, they weren't the strongest, they weren't the most athletic. We decided to go with the more skill set and personal training.
Look, check this out. This is not a diss to AAU. It's just a reminder, every route ain't for everybody. Sometimes your kid needs work, not a weekend tournament. Get in the lab, put in the hours, stack the skills, and then pop back out when it's time to show what you really got. It's not about being seen early. It's about being undeniable when college coaches finally notice you.
So what y'all thoughts on that video?
I mean, it's correct. I mean, he hit the nail on the head. I don't want people to understand. I don't want to say don't play AAU. I don't think that's what we're talking about here. We're not saying that. I'm just talking about the million games that these kids are playing. Like, what I learned is when I took my little rec teams and started doing, making them select teams or AAU travel teams. We didn't play every weekend, bro. Well, we played two tournaments a month. That was my thing with the parents. If you didn't like it, go play with somebody else. Right. Some parents was like, nah, we want to play more. No, we playing 2 tournaments a month. My job is to do, like Trey just said, all my kids went straight into high school making JV and varsity, bro. All my kids. They went straight into high school making JV and varsity playing 2 tournaments a month. We didn't need to play every Saturday and Sunday. We didn't need to do that because I got a chance to work with them more. And I got a chance to daddies that filmed the game. They would email me footage. I got a chance to break down stuff and see what they needed more of.
Yeah.
I got tweeners that need to handle the ball. They were big for their age at a young age, but I need them to be a guard. You know what I'm saying? I need them to be a guard. So I'm teaching my son how to play off the ball as well. He don't need the ball in his hand all the time. You got to learn how to play off the ball as well. So it's things that good coaches do where I'm not worried about a win or a loss. I got to grow these kids for later. See, my aspect was always for later. And I know people don't think like that.
Yeah.
No, nobody not thinking like that now. They think about right now. I always thought about later because I want to see these kids be successful, putting in all this work now. I want to see them be successful later.
Got you.
Hey,
Yeah.
and I always say this: a lot of people don't understand the game. If you take the high school, let's go to high school or college.
Mm-hmm.
You really got one season of basketball, right? But now we got this culture where it's all year round. So what I used to preach to my kids is this season is for this season is for this. Like in the summer season, I don't know if y'all check my posts in the summer, I'm always preaching, hey, this is separation season. This is the
Mm-hmm.
time you separate. You should be in the gym I don't care. You should be in the gym 2 to 3, 4 times a day. You separating yourself from the pack or you catching up with the pack. Winter season is basketball season. And I say fall season is the time you repair your muscles, you get in shape, you get fit, you let your body recover. That's fall season. Spring season, you getting stronger, you getting faster. That might be you might be outside on them bleachers. You might be pushing those sleds. You might be on those weights heavy, but you shouldn't be playing because if you really know, you shouldn't be on a weight. Like I tell my kids, like my one of my little girls said, "Is it cool for me to get on weights now?" I said, "No. Your basketball season is about the approach. You shouldn't be on heavy weights, but you should be
Mm-hmm.
working out. You should be doing a lot of body movement. You should be doing a lot of movements you're gonna do in the game, lunges,
Right.
light weights. But I said, if you really want to get on weights, springtime is that time, right? Right
Right.
before AAU season, when I got Kennedy, I said, we're not gonna do no basketball. We not if we do basketball, it's just shooting. But we're not gonna go ha 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 because I'm about to put you on this weight program where we're gonna be lifting weights. Well, my goal for you is to build your muscles, to build your legs, to build your core. So when she got to that AAU season, everybody was getting hurt, but her body was still fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like her body was
Mm-hmm.
so fresh. And I don't think people understand like you gotta break these seasons down into those things.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't ever break it down, when are you gonna get your weight training? When are you
Yeah.
gonna get your conditioning training? Like, cause we know you can't do all of it at once. And I
Right.
feel like this generation trying to pack everything. Zeke always said everybody
Yeah.
want that microwave blessing. Everybody want it now instead of later. But nobody is looking at it like, hey, let's break it down. Everybody trying to get it all in one. And
Mm-hmm.
I can see kids, and I'm like, they're not gonna last. They good now, but they won't last long. They knees gonna blow out.
Yeah.
They daddy or mama got them on 3 teams. They got them with 3 different trainers. They got them playing, like Z said, they got their school ball all year round. Man, by the time they get to high school, they gonna be rubbing on their knees, their back gonna be hurting, their shoulders gonna be hurting, because they never took the time out to recover, to repair their body.
So I actually like that. That's a good analogy. I ain't never really just had it like broke down like that. As far as like going into AAU season, coming out of AAU season, going into high school season. So high school season, what's your kids be doing in this moment? Like you got what 2 months basically
But
to the
you got to think most kids, if they at a decent high school, most kids on a strength and conditioning program right now.
Mhm. Yeah,
So why are you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about
right.
that. You on physical
Yeah.
conditioning. I seen my son, they all on the track, they're doing bleachers, they lifting weights, they doing everything right now, getting ready for this
yeah,
gasso coming up. Like you just
Mm.
look how fast a gasso is coming up next weekend after Labor Day weekend, a gasso start.
yeah.
Dang.
High school gasso on September 6th.
Yeah.
So you look at the turnaround from the last AAU game on July 20th,
Right.
25. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, little ram, and now September 6th, you are already
That,
finna play basketball
that's
again.
not even
Hey
two
Z,
months.
I want you to take this note and then come back and tell us. Watch how many kids, because you say high schools. See here, what school your son go to?
But Seguin, Arlington Seguin.
uh, they different because most schools not doing that. Watch how many kids gonna be out of shape. They gonna
Yep.
be out of tired. They step gonna be too slow, and then they gonna be getting hurt because a lot of people not on that track right now. And I
Mm-hmm.
think I seen a clip. I seen it. It was a while back. Somebody said basketball season is the time you're gonna see who really been putting in that work because everybody gonna be out of shape. Everybody gonna like. I'll be like, dude, how are you out of shape in this basket? What did you do in the fall?
But let me
Okay.
tell y'all something.
I'm about to go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't understand why kids out of shape, but I know why now. because they're not self-driven. They don't just run out the front door with that ball and go around the block dribbling, running. They don't do stuff like that. Everything has to be put in order for them. Somebody has to be standing there for them to do it. So that's why you see so many kids out of shape. You don't see kids as self-driven. You know what I'm saying? I love to walk around with my shirt off when I was young.
Right. Nah,
Bro,
for real.
bro, I'm serious. My dad,
You for real.
I would come in that kitchen for dinner, and my daddy say, "Boy, go in your room, put a shirt on." I'm the only man walking around here with no shirt on.
Yeah.
That's what my daddy would say to me. Yeah, you know. So, but these kids now, they don't want to take their shirts off at the swimming pool. They don't want to. They don't want. They in the swimming pool with their short shirt on, everything. They don't take their shirts off. Yeah, everything. Yeah. So, you know, it's a self-driven thing. These kids are not self-driven because somebody is always conducting their workouts.
Yeah. My thing is, so say for instance, the last game was July 20th, something, 21st, something like that. You said the first event is next weekend after Labor Day?
Yeah. Labor Day, yeah.
So what should a kid be doing in that period of time? Because you did just come off of a span of 10 games in 14 days or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what should a kid be doing in that month of time? Of course, not take that whole month and a half off, a month and a couple weeks off, whatever. But what should a kid be doing in that time?
I'm doing skills. I'm doing skills, and I'm doing a lot of training that's going. If I got ankle problems, I'm gonna target everything I know. I'm my hamstrings. I'm building my hamstrings up. I'm building my glutes up. I'm building my core up. I'm gonna build my calf muscles up. My ankles. Everything I got. Everything I need to build up. I'm gonna be building it up. Like that's what I'm doing in the fall. But I'm also gonna be doing skills. Like I'm doing my skills. I'm doing my shooting. Strength and could do like Z said, strength and get. We might be on them bleachers. We doing something that's gonna build our body back up. Like, but that's another wear and tear. That's why I say it's dangerous to be playing in games. Like it's dangerous to be playing in games because that's so much wear and tear. Because now you're trying to do your strength and conditioning. You're trying to do your skills. You can't pack it all in at one time. Something got to take a back seat. And I'm always the advocate for saying, hey, you don't need that many games right now. And I was telling my kids don't got that power, but I was trying to tell their parents, like, hey, if your high school's making you play fall ball, ask, can you take fall off? But Z said it, everybody not that good. Everybody can't take that. Everybody can't demand that. But the real good kids can say, hey, we ain't gonna play fall. We not gonna play in them gas holes right now. We ain't gonna do this right now because this is what we need. And I feel like if most parents said that, the high school coaches will book those tournaments around that. All right, cool. My star player don't want to play fall ball, or they don't want to play. We just gonna train and develop.
Yeah. Well, I've always said this for kids that are, for me, I feel like AAU season, high school coaches ought to be off limits, and for high school season, AAU season, AAU coaches need to lead them kids along while they're in high school. Like, they need to work together hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I just feel like it's too much everybody bothering everybody's season. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids in high school, they still going to work out with the AAU coaches, and still because I see it. Because they got a game on Saturday. Like the 7th, 8th, 9th grade kids, AAU, they playing. They playing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about the older 17s or 16s. I'm talking about the younger kids. They playing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just hard for, like, we're going back to our topic. This is why parents are burnt out.
Yeah.
This is why they burnt out. They don't never get a break. They don't never get a break from one season or the other because they still doing both in both seasons. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're in junior high, now you AAU mom, she can go through AAU just doing AAU. But when she go back to junior high, she got to worry about AAU and junior high ball.
Yeah. Yeah. So my thing is, do you feel like our AAU programs putting too much financial strain on parents, or is it an investment worth the exposure?
AAU parents putting too much.
I look at it like I used to tell my first group I used to sit down and do these meetings with my parents. And I said, hey, if y'all stick together, it's gonna be easy to navigate this AAU world. But the day y'all start splitting up, the day you start thinking you better than what you really are, is the day people gonna start running your pockets. Is the day people gonna start, what they call it, blowing smoke up your ass. Like they
Yeah.
can tell you anything. Like, but I'm like, but you stick together because I don't consider myself an AAU program. I consider myself a development program. I'm like,
Right.
you stick together in these seasons, it's not a financial strain. It's not a financial
Yeah.
strain. It's not
Yeah.
a energy strain because I know exactly what we're doing. So we might not, you taking a financial break because we're not playing tournaments, or you
Yeah.
taking a
Mm-hmm.
financial energy break because we just focus on this right now. Yeah, I make you come up here and do the training because you ain't doing the training. But in reality is, if you learn how to stick with a program that's gonna really develop you and really get you to that level, then it becomes easy to navigate this.
Right.
But today, these parents, like what they say, if I do it alone, it's gonna be harder. If we
Yeah.
do it together, it's gonna be easy. And same thing with like college. You want to get these college recruits. Tell me if I'm wrong, Z. At a grassroots level, everybody care about the team, right? Everybody care about
Mm-hmm.
how good the team is. You
Yeah.
translate to high school, everybody care about how good the player is. But now it's like, now if we become a good team as a grassroots, we
Mm-hmm.
translate to high school, we might get one or two players that's just really good. They start getting college exposure. We start playing. The other girls start getting exposure because these girls are getting exposure now.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
like, it's always that one parent that's like, I don't like this. They leave. Then that parent
Mm-hmm.
leaves. Now the whole team split up. It's like, all right, now you gotta go navigate this world on your own. You gotta go run into these financial responsibilities. My
Yeah.
my thing, my thing was $2 near cheap. I mean near free. You was damn
Yeah.
near
Yeah.
getting this shit for free.
Right.
Yeah.
$5 a week, you getting this shit for free. I
Right.
was taking a lot of financial responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the development people that's doing that. Now you trying to go play with the pro skills, you trying, and
Yeah.
not to knock them, but they gonna tax you. They not letting you come over here and play for free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They need that $400 a month. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So that's how I
Yeah.
Yeah.
look at it. That's how I look
You
at
know,
it.
I think on that financial strain, I never had parents with financial strain because I'm like Trey. Whatever the tournament cost was, we did in-town tournaments. We wasn't going to Florida. We wasn't going down to New Orleans to play in that mess. And my kids ain't no national kids. We ain't even got to that level yet to be leaving the state of Texas, going nowhere, and not even
Mm-hmm.
leaving Dallas, not even leaving DFW. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we in Crowley, we go to PSA, we go to here, we playing around here. And Coach Z was just like, all right, how much is the tournament fee? All right, well, we're gonna divide that up between all the players, and boom. So sometimes you pay 20, sometimes you pay 25. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, to get in that tournament. So it can be done without being a financial strain, but it's just like I said, everything now is money driven. Everything money. Yeah, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
As a club or organization, you can't explain why you taking up these fees and you ain't playing every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to play every weekend. You got to play in them terms every weekend when you charging somebody $400 a month, $500 a month to play basketball. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So and you got your gym rental fees for practice. You gotta pay for that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I don't know. Now the gym rentals don't went way up now, and it's hard to
Yeah.
get gym. And it's hard to
Yeah.
get gym. And it's hard to get gyms now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is a fee that people don't add in. Like people don't add that fee in. Like they're paying for a gym for practice. That can
Yeah.
get pricey, bro. That can get
Yeah.
pricey. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I think there's a lot of teams here in the DFW that shouldn't be leaving, going to Florida, shouldn't be leaving, going to damn, Kansas. They shouldn't be going nowhere. Y'all ain't good enough to be traveling nowhere like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So those to me are money grabs. You go down to
Got
those places, you go 0-6. You don't even win a
Mm.
game. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So, I just don't see why parents put that financial strain on themselves when they know their kids are not worthy enough to be leaving the DFW.
Got you. Man, before we go to our next question, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure y'all follow these guys on Instagram, man. Link is in the bio. Coach Trey, man. Like I said, one of the best developers, grassroots wise.
Good. 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 Yeah, cool. Good.
Yeah, make sure y'all tap in with Trey. Plano area, man. Does AAU does a heavy AAU schedule help kids prepare for college ball, or does it burn them out too early?
Oh, well, I mean, just think of college. You playing big time college ball, you're gonna play 2 games a week.
Yeah.
And that's spread it out during
Yeah.
the week.
Sunday, you gonna play SEC was Sunday for women, Sunday and Monday, or Sunday and Tuesday, or Sunday and Monday, or Sunday, or Thursday or Sunday, or I think it was Thursday and Sunday. SEC was for women's, and men's gonna be the same kind. It's gonna be a off Saturday and a Tuesday or something like that. So, you think about it. The games are not close; they're not back to back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they do a lot more practicing in college than they do playing games. I think the hardest part of college basketball is that Christmas schedule, that them holiday tournaments where they play them back to backs like AAU. They go back to doing how they did in AAU. You play one game that day, you come back the next day, play another game, and then the final game is on the next day. So you play 3 days in a row. That's the hardest part of college right there. Everything else is spread out.
Yeah.
But
and then unless you make the tournament.
Then we was talking about this the other day, the recovery. So most schools got recovery too. So we got to think they got these trainers. They taking stem. They got the ice baths. They recovering in between. AAU is we finna go play. I see y'all next week. I see y'all next week. Play again. I see y'all next, and nobody's actually recovering through this stuff. So I think it don't prepare you, because college you can go sit a whole hour, 2 hours with a trainer, and they might be stretching you out. They might be doing rubbing on your calf muscles. Like they know how to pinpoint if you hurt, if you're not hurt. These kids be walking around hurt, and the parents be like, just suck it up. You all right? It's what they say, no pain, no gain. And they pushing these kids, and they just push these kids on. Or an AAU coach. I done seen an AAU coach. I'm like this. When I'm playing, and I tell kids all the time, if you hurt, come sit down. If you hurt, don't hurt. Or even if it hurt a little bit, come sit down. I don't have to win this game with you in here because you thinking you got to be the hero in this AAU game. Like, come sit down before you fuck it up more. So if your ankle feel a little pain, sit down. Or you gonna really, really get hurt. And then when you really, really get hurt, you can't play basketball if your body don't work. So I'm always telling kids that too. But most AAU coaches, they gonna be like, hey, you gotta learn how to play through it. Kobe played through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to say, at what age do you?
Yeah, it's definitely levels. It's definitely levels to where where it could be critical to, like you said, like, I remember back in the day when Zay was going down to Baylor on a visit, and Moki asked her, "Are you one of them girls that can't play on a cycle?" That's what she asked my daughter. Like, that was a real question, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that is a real question. Question.
She ran Monkey all through her career. She had girls that say, "Coach, I can't go tonight. I'm on my cycle. I can't go." And she was asking Zay the real question. They were like, "No, I can play. Yeah, I can play them." This is a question I had never heard before. You know what I'm saying? I had never heard that question before. And I was like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I tell my daughter that all the time, bro. That's just the way you made. You either gonna do it or you ain't. You better figure it out.
Yeah, that's a little different though. I think they all should be able to play. Like if you playing, that's something you gotta.
That's you can't stop it. So you gotta figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's another life lesson. You gotta fight through that. You gonna go through that your whole life.
But what I learned is, when I learned about them tearing the ACLs on their cycle, I learned to tell Zeta how to tell the coach, I'm on my cycle and I'm not gonna be going super hard while we doing. I'm gonna go hard, but I'm not gonna exhaust myself to where I injure myself. You know what I'm saying? Because 80% of these girls tear their ACLs on their cycle.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's new to me. I didn't know.
The body for that week is designed to be resting. It's designed. It's not supposed to be in high labor mode. It's not supposed to be in high labor mode. So if you go do your research and go ask girls how did they tear their ACL? Were they on their cycle? A lot of them gonna say, yeah, I was.
That makes sense. That
makes sense.
Because I know my research was a lot of girls tear their ACL or they get hurt because they core, meaning they glutes or they hips. They
Yeah.
hips are weak. But now you're saying that they are weak in that stage, and that
Yeah,
it's right in that hip area.
yeah,
Their hips are super weak at that moment. Like,
yeah,
and a lot of girls don't understand that too. Your hips are weak, so that
yeah.
makes sense. I didn't know nothing about that. That make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that. Hey, I got on. I don't know what color Z got on. What color? What you
I
got
got
on?
an orange. I got an
I got a.
orange.
I got an orange too. Oh, Trey got a red. It just looked like it. We got the same color. Shoot, that's funny. But yeah, nah. But yeah, that's actually interesting. I hope the Opus clip that's actually some good information for some people to know.
Yeah, you
Uh,
know when you got a kid that tore both of them, you know you start doing research on it. Like, why is this happening? And where and over usage, overplaying causes it. And but the highest percentage of ACLs were while girls were on their cycles.
hmm.
Hmm.
That's interesting. That's good to know. I mean, I got a daughter, so she played volleyball, so they move the basketball
Yeah,
movements and volleyball movements the same. So that's I didn't know that.
yeah.
So now I know. Yeah, that's some. I don't think a lot of people know that either. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know that. Um, let's say, should parents take a step back and let coaches handle the process, or do parents need to be more involved in the AAU scene?
Everybody,
Early.
everybody
Go
want
ahead,
to be
say.
like King. Everybody want to be like King Richard. That's all I want to say, Z. Everybody want to be like King Richard.
I think at the early ages, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. At the early ages, parents need to just chill out, let the kids play, enjoy the process. Now
Hmm.
at the later stages when you start getting into serious mode. So we talking
Right.
15, 16, 7. It need to be strategic where your kid playing at, where they can get seen and get some looks. So
Mm.
you do need to be involved. You just can't place your kid on a team and sit in the bleachers and don't say nothing. You know, you need to have a conversation with those organizations, coaches, directors. Hey, what is y'all plans for my kid? Because I want my kid to be here. I want him to, she's developed, he's developed. He wants to do this. He wants to do what are y'all processes? What are y'all plans for him? So that's that kind of involvement, not involvement with coaching from the stands, but I'm saying from the
Right. Right.
aspect of asking coaches and directors, what are y'all plans for my kid if we stay in this organization?
Hmm. So it
Yeah.
says somebody said parents, these coaches will kill your recruitment if you let them. Y'all believe so?
That do what?
That the coaches will kill your recruitment.
That way you got to find the right program. If you chasing the wrong thing, yeah. But if you got somebody but that's what I'm saying. A lot of people leave good people who really will help them.
No, but what I'm saying is, will the coach ruin the recruitment, not the parents?
How would the coach ruin your recruitment?
That's a comment. I don't know.
Now, if you playing with a mom and pops, yeah. But if you playing with a Z, nah, he ain't gonna ruin your recruitment. Me, I'm not gonna. Or like people who really into this stuff, I don't see how we help.
He said it's hard to judge that part of the recruitment. So my thing is, I feel like the only reason, and I wouldn't even say like, I feel like for if a coach is ruining your recruitment, then I feel like that's on you as either a parent or the kid. Like you've done something to kind of trigger that. I don't think coaches just go out the way to ruin your recruitment. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I think it's possible? Absolutely, but I don't think like they just go out their way to be like, oh, I ain't pushing for this kid. Like I ain't doing this for this kid just out the blue. Like something has to happen. Like it may have been a not a financial. It may have been a relationship thing with the mom and the coach, or you know what I'm saying? Like something triggered. Don't nobody just go out the way and be like, oh, I ain't helping that kid out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, being a 17s EYBL, a 16s EYBL coach, I'm gonna say this: I ain't never had no grudge against no kid to try to stop them from going to college, no matter if I didn't like their parents or not. It's
right,
always been about the kids with me. But the kids got to go perform at that level. I've done my job as a coach to put you on court 1 and through 4 then I done got you where you need to be. And now, only where I can mess your recruitment up if I'm not playing you. But if I'm putting you out there on that floor to produce, that's your job. I ain't never told your coach ain't no, you out there. You out there. What those shit? Yeah. You got to perform. You got to perform now. They all sit down there in them chairs. You got to perform. My job, I got you to where you need to be. Now, some kids don't never make it. No, some kids don't ever make it to that level where them college coaches sitting on that baseline like that.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So who fault is that? Mom and dad? Who fault is that when they don't ever make it to that level when them college coaches sitting on the baseline? Because you didn't do the investment early. You didn't invest in what was important early. All you invested was in games. Your kid just been playing basketball. I had a kid last night come away from McKinney, and the daddy told me this is what he need. He need this right here. He needs this right here. You know how far McKinney drive to the sun over here?
I was about to say the same thing, boy. From McKinney, boy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's all upon what you research and invest in. See, parents want to put everything off on all these coaches and blame the coaches. I used to get it all the time. Hey, coach, we need to. Me and my wife, we want to talk to you in the hotel lobby, maybe later on this evening, and they want to put it on me. I can't make the girl play better.
Right. Yeah.
I ain't shooting the ball. I ain't doing none of that. They see other girls getting offers. I'm posting offers, and they baby ain't getting no offers. But she out there. She playing. I can't make them college coaches offer your baby if she not performing.
I think that's what parents don't realize. Like, even though if you got a spokesperson, like, we can't make them offer your kid. Like, your kid has to perform at the end of the day. Your kid got to perform.
Give me a fighting chance to fight for, at least when I call them and say, man, why y'all ain't looking at that old girl, man? She, you know, and they be like, oh shit, my bad, man. You know, but if they pull up them stats and be like, oh, come on, coach, what you talking about?
Yeah.
Coach, I was at the game, coach. I didn't see nothing, you know, her or him. Come on, coach. I can't fight for your kid if they're not doing what they're supposed to do. That's one thing I've always preached to my kids is you have to do your job. You have to do your job.
Right.
You have to do your job.
I was just going to read this comment. It was just like a lot of times the kid ruin their own recruitment because they ain't that polished, and the parents be in denial, believing their kid is the best thing since sliced bread. Delusional players. But I think that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't never think like the coach is just going out the blue just to ruin the kid's recruitment. Like, I think the kid ruin their recruitment before the coach do.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, when I told y'all that it's my job to protect the player as well. So guess what? When that kid out there cranking it up, I got to get him out the game.
Right.
Like, that's my job as a coach too. I'm not only to put you out there and let you drown. I'm trying to protect what I can, like to work, keep people interested in you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, parents don't even know that's our job as well too. When you're on those circuits in front of all those college coaches like that, like a good coach, he gonna pull you out and go whisper, "Hey man, come on, man. Now you ain't looking good out there right now. Come on, you got to straighten this out." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then put them back in there and see what they do. You know, like that. That's something that you got. You just don't leave them out there to stank it up and then just ruin everything. They done.
Yeah.
You know, I just couldn't do it as a coach. I mean, it's my job to protect you as well, not just to, you know, expose you, but protect you. You know, it works both ways, man. It does. It works both ways.
Gotcha. So this comment says it's coaches that will behind closed doors that not believe in kids and send bad messages, so parents stay in tune with college recruitment. Hard to see, but it happens a lot. That's interesting. Like and I feel like you shouldn't be in the coaching game if you're doing that, like on that type of time. Like, you like to be able just to send bad text messages because maybe you don't like the parent or such and such. Like, it's not about the parent. Like, yeah, the parent ain't doing nothing. And I think Trey said it like the apple don't fall too far. But I ain't gonna lie. I feel like at the end of the day, Will and Sean are two totally different. I can use him because I know them. Like Will is super loud, like he gonna talk his noise, but Sean, like she quiet, she laid back. Like so, I do feel like the kids do take some characteristics from their parents, but I just feel like sometimes like they just polar opposites. Like they just opposite people. So I don't always believe in that saying because like I do have some parents that's loud, you know what I'm saying, and they parents match that energy. But at the same time, you can have a laid back parent, but you can have a loud kid. So I just think it just varies. So like for
But you
coaches,
got two parents.
true. Oh, so you saying
You got
they
two parents.
following the trait of one of them.
Yeah, she might not get that loudness from him, but deep down, the way he handles situations, she might do it like that, or it's some traits in them. But I always say
Mm-hmm.
this: why are parents? How can you be around it? And this is the generation we live in. I call it the bandwagon generation. You know,
Right.
the horse riding generation. You with that coach, you with them that organization because you bandwagon them.
Mm-hmm.
How are you with a coach that don't like your kid? And you don't know,
Yeah.
you don't got enough discernment to say, hey, this coach out for my baby. Like, come
Mm-hmm.
on, what happened to the discernment in parents? That's the biggest thing you should have when you putting your kids in these situations. All right, this coach, I could tell. Like as an adult, I can tell. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit when they be blaming these coaches for all that stuff, I'm like, half the time parents should have a discernment. You older,
Mm-hmm.
the kid don't have a discernment, but the parents should have a discernment where you know for a fact, all right, this is not a good situation for my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Some.
what
Go
I
ahead.
do, I do mentoring a lot of AAU coaches, and so I tell them it's the first thing that you do. What you don't do is put somebody on your team for money, just a body.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have them on your team. Only get players that you're really gonna play.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about on those circuit teams. Now
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
developmental teams that's different. You gonna play everybody. And you gonna let everybody know we're not in this for wins. I'm just trying to get y'all better to where you can go play on a circuit team. But
Mm-hmm.
those circuit teams, I see so many organizations just get bodies, and that's why so many
Yep.
kids get in the portal, the AAU portal early because they're not playing. They just
Right.
taking that check. They done paid their down payment. They getting that money and deep, and they got 9 or 10 on the bench. So there's 4 of them that's not playing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so why did you pick it up? That's important to me. Like I don't want nobody that I gotta figure out a way to get them in the game
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
on that top level. On that
Yeah.
top level is what I'm talking about.
Right.
I shouldn't have to figure out if you like that. You need to be like that on anybody we play.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you can go impact the game somehow, some way. Not just going, maybe your athleticism, you go get all the rebounds, you stealing balls, defensively wise, I go put you on anybody in the country and you're gonna give them some problems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the biggest issue I see now in the game. They just getting people to be on their team that they're not gonna play, and that causes riffraff, that causes division. Because guess what? Those
Mm-hmm.
parents start talking. They start talking and complaining to other parents.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get that, your team done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. In some cases it's true, but a lot of times these kids just ain't good.
Hey, thank you. I say that all the time.
What's that?
People think I'm mean. I'm like, these kids not good.
Oh.
If they was good, they would. And I hate to say this about kids, but
Right.
this is what we at. This is what we at. Parents y'all don't have these conversations with parents. Man, I'm like, dude, and people hate me because I'm telling them the truth. Well, if they was good, I don't believe a coach is denying them their greatness.
Yeah.
Like, how can you tell me I want to win, but I got a winner over here, a winner, not a good,
Right.
not a skilled basketball player that do skills every day, a winner. You talking about you
Mm-hmm.
got a winner on the bench? It's
Yeah.
impossible. So now you go break down and look, see, you can tell, hey, you train, you know. I can tell if you're a winner just by training you in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You walking, your demeanor bad, hey, you don't cheer for nobody. You over here by yourself in a corner. Like, it's little. I was telling my little girls last night, it's characteristics a winner has. You can't be a winner without these characteristics. And you will be a loser if you don't have them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
have these parents be, my baby getting blackballed. Who blackballing your baby? Who's really on his phone saying, hey, don't pick this girl up? You ain't Shador Sanders. You know what I'm saying? hey, now in that situation, yes.
Yeah.
But you're not getting this in this high school stuff. Like, you're
Right.
not
Right.
really like that. Like, let's take a Ariana. Ariana is blossom. Ain't nobody blackballing her. So if you were really good, you would be going that up. You would be going up. But you not. So now you gotta blame somebody. And who are you gonna blame? My coaches. My coaches don't like me. So why are you with them?
Yeah.
Why are you with them?
Yeah.
And that's why, bro, this generation is full of bullshit. If you was good, everybody be walking around saying you good.
Yep. That's a true statement. That's a true statement. I tell kids that all the time. Like, last night I told a group of kids, for y'all to be done play 50 million games this summer, and I do 4-on-4, 3-on-3 continuous. That shit looked so bad last night.
Man.
What age group?
I say all the gurus get on there. The kids need to play more. They need to play more. And y'all been playing. Y'all been playing y'all asses off.
Yeah.
Y'all play. So I shut the barbershop down when they get talking about shit like this. I shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can't tell me these kids don't play 5-on-5 all the damn time now. Yeah. So why does basketball look like this? Why does basketball look so bad then?
Yeah.
Hey, what age group was it last night?
All you hear is edges and clippers going when I get to talking like this. Everything get quiet.
What age group was it?
My older kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Because everything is about them. It's never about making a play for somebody else. It's never. Everything is about them. The game is transition. These kids only want highlights, bro. They only want to play for themselves. They only want to play. They don't want to. They don't want to go set a pin screen and roll. They don't want to go flare out and spread the court where somebody got a mismatch. They can just go walk in and get a layup. They gonna crowd the lane. They gonna stand there with a kid. They can't go by them. They selfish. And that's why I blew my whistle last night and I told them that. Some of y'all senior night gonna be a real senior night. Every mom and dad are gonna be crying. It's your last time playing basketball because this is the way y'all play basketball. There's no college coach that's gonna pick you up because this is how you want to play basketball. I said it last night in front of parents, everybody. Senior night gonna be senior night.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a real statement. That's a real statement. Last question, man. Would kids be better off focusing on high school ball instead of playing year-round AAU?
Well, I think all kids need to play high school ball. I'm getting mad at all these people now saying that every kid need to go to prep and public schools ain't good no more. And I mean, I'm seeing all this stuff now. I'm like, come on, man. It's too many great athletes that came out of public schools recently, not even a long time ago. Everybody's path is different. I mean, they trying to tag everything now. Like, you got to do it this way. You got to do it that way. You don't have to do that, man. If you good, let me tell you something. If you really, really like that, bro, you can play wherever the fuck you want to play at. They coming.
Right.
Yeah. Especially in today's age.
Yeah.
In today's age, social media, bro, you gonna get put out there. They gonna find you quick, boy.
Yeah.
If you're using the platform. Now, if you ain't using the platform, it's hard.
I do think it need to be seasons again, though. Like I said it earlier today on while we've been talking. Like, it need to be AAU season. It need to be high school season. Everything need to be left alone. It don't need to be year round this and year round that.
Right.
You know, kids need a break from that style of basketball to this style of basketball. You know, I
Hey,
just
I watched one of those prep teams, and I don't know if the kids getting recruited or not. All because all kids on them
The
prep
boys or
teams
the
don't get
girls?
recruited. You said what?
It was a boys or girls team.
Girls,
Girls,
girls, and I know every kid not getting recruited on prep, right? But it
right?
go back like when parents be like, "Oh, this," and it's like you not developed. I'm not gonna recruit you if I'm watching you in a game and you can't do left hand layups, you can't do right hand layups, you jumping off the wrong leg. You in high school still jumping off the wrong leg. You don't know
Right,
how to do, and really, let's say in girls basketball, you don't even know how to do a power layup or
right. Yeah,
or what they used. I know when I was start coming up, they used to always say, the older kids used to say, I can tell how good you are, but how good your passes are, how hard your passes are. Your passes in the air for 3 seconds, and you thinking you good. You know
yep.
when you get to that ball, pow, pow, pow. Like, what are you You haven't developed nothing. Like you thinking
yeah,
you ready, but we can tell in those little things and little things that parents don't even see. They don't even care about. I can tell. I can tell how you play defense. You can't even sit down for real. Your hips too tight. So it's like, do you really think you ready? Half of these kids trying to go to prep school and they just not ready either.
yeah.
Man,
Apparently,
somebody said it's changing. Z, the past is the past, and with prep, it's changing. Well, I don't give a damn listen. If you done played high level AAU all damn year, all damn summer, why I need to play prep? I done proved myself against all them top tier players. Like everybody is a follower now. I don't have to follow y'all ass. When niggas
Yeah.
started wearing skinny jeans, I didn't. Yeah, I don't give a damn about what everybody else doing. I'm gonna do what's best for my kid.
oh
Yeah.
my god, that's
That's
too
the
funny.
problem. That's the problem with this society. Everybody following everybody. Nobody does what's best for their kid. Cause I see such
Hey,
and such doing it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this over here. I don't have to do that.
Somebody
hey,
said,
the
somebody said,
number
would
one
you read?
girl in the my bad,
Go,
Ed.
I was reading a comment. Somebody said, would you reclass a kid that will turn 18 June 1st? Wait, huh?
Huh?
I don't know. That
Well,
mean
They
he
Lil
are, they
18
are, they're 18. Like they a senior.
before
yeah,
they get to high school.
Lil Z 17. He finna graduate 17. So if you good, you good, nigga. Lil Z can go play against 25-year-old right now. He gonna hold his own.
Yeah.
He gonna hold his own. Shit, I'm not worried about that, man. Y'all done all that old. Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that. But I'm going back to that question.
Which
Listen,
one?
the one
Oh,
everybody following everybody.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to do. That's been me my whole life. I'm not doing what everybody else doing.
right.
I'm not that person. Now, if I see something that works, I might implement it in
Mm-hmm.
in what I'm doing. But I'm not doing the whole. Like I see parents doing whatever this kid did. They doing the exact same thing. Like like to a microscope, and that kid not even like that kid. Like
Yeah.
you can't compare apples to oranges sometimes.
I was
You
gonna
know.
say this too. A lot of the kids that's the best don't even go to prep. All the like,
You
tell me
think
if I'm
so?
wrong.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I
Ariana
don't
is the
know.
number one girl, and she ain't at prep.
That's one. That's one
Aaliyah
kid.
Chavez didn't go to prep.
She didn't have to. She didn't
That's
have
what
because
I'm
she did what
saying. Like
hey,
you don't
she did
need
what
it.
I said. She did what I said you do. You go bust everybody's ass on the EYBL, and you
Yeah.
don't have to go do that. You don't have to go do that.
That makes sense.
And we could go down the line. Like, yeah, it is for kids, but I said this a while back. Only reason I would go prep if I could see my kid is ready to go high major and then they ready to go to the league. If they league ready. But
Hold on.
I'm sending them prep maybe they senior year. Maybe. Senior, junior year,
Yeah.
maybe.
Now I told somebody
Maybe.
that I told somebody that yeah, I think for the first 3 years, first junior year, freshman through junior year, you should be in public school because you're gonna be able to do way more stuff. You're gonna be able to get away with way more stuff if you whether if you go to a prep or not. Like you're gonna get away with more mistakes. Yeah, you're gonna be on a tight regimen schedule because you're gonna be in school all day. But I mean that is what it is. Like that's just part of the game. but you still can get good. Like we done seen players, like you said, Aaliyah, Ariana, like they still went to school and got better, became the best players in the country. So it's definitely doable.
He said
But
everybody don't got a Coach Z or everybody don't got a Chavez, but they open a gym for anybody. Z ain't telling you not to come to his gym. Hey, I got Sonny on Facebook and Instagram. He opened that gym for everybody.
yeah,
He
that's a fact.
he welcome everybody.
That's a fact.
But like what I say, everybody trying to pack their stuff all in at once instead of really putting in that work. Everybody want it, but nobody really want to put that work in. What
So
Yo Gotti say, everybody want to be great. Everybody want to be great.
Yeah.
Well, what is prep? Like, everybody's so worried about their kid playing basketball all day. Well, damn it, they done played enough basketball.
That's
They
a
done
fact.
played 20 million goddamn games over the course of a freshman to their last 17s. They done played so many AAU games, and y'all still want more basketball. That now how they gonna go back from how they gonna go back from not playing basketball? They don't play basketball in prep school. They don't go to class. They don't have to do this. Now they got to go back to class in college. They got to be in class in college, and go to that professor room and be sitting down. And then they got to make the adjustment back. But it be confusing me what people want. Like everybody want this and want that. Like I just don't get it. I really don't. I be confused, man. Like I understand prep for kids that what I'm saying, need an additional year to maybe showcase themselves
like a post grad, like finish high school.
You know what I'm saying? Post grad. I understand that. I told you I'm not opposed to Lil Z doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm not opposed to that. But just to say I'm going prep for a national schedule and all that, man, come on, man. I mean, I just feel like if your kid like that, guess what they just did in the summer? They just played a national schedule.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm saying, if they like that, don't come talking to me about it. Only kids that's like that play prep.
Yeah. So that kid that he was talking about, they 10 now, turns 18 June of the graduation year. So
hey, graduate.
You said what?
I say, man, a lot of people be like trying to reclass. I'm like basketball don't last forever. Send them kids out to school, go get an education. Go teach them a trade. Go prepare them for life. Like basketball. I feel like basketball parents, and not all.
Right.
And it go back to what we said, that one topic where he said our culture prepare us to be junkies for entertainment, basketball junkies and whatever. We not preparing these kids for life no more. People be like, hey, I'd rather reclass my kid for basketball than push my kid in the world so we can develop them to be a better person. Or let's go to college and let's get a degree. Let's start learning. Let's start learning about life now. Life is so much bigger than basketball. It is crazy how much people put so. When I put in that message that was transmutation, the law of transmutation energy. I can take that energy we do in skills and we put into basketball, go put it in something else and see how great you can be at, for real. Everybody not gonna be the next LeBron. Everybody not gonna be the next Caitlin Clark, right?
Right.
But you can take that same energy you took for the last 17 years, skills training, AAU, driving, and all this stuff, sacrifices you made for AAU, right? Now go put it into being an electrician. Go put it into being a lawyer. Go put that energy in to being a accountant. Go put that energy somewhere else and go be great at that. While you continue, you 18, you still putting energy into this. I don't understand it. Now, if you league ready and you high major ready, go ahead, do your thing. But as Z said all the time, my job is to send kids out to go get a free education.
Yeah.
Right.
And nobody's talking about that no more.
No matter what level it is.
No matter what level it is.
I'll be excited. I'm the same excited for an NAIA scholarship I'm the same excited for a JUCO scholarship. I'm the same excited that I would be for a D1 scholarship. It don't change for me. When them kids call me and say, Coach, I got this, man, I'm screaming on the phone. Yeah, boy. Yeah, girl. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, people make differences in levels. It's about a free education. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
So I'm gonna read a few of these comments real quick. So basically Chuck was saying, Trey was saying, like, the ball gonna stop bouncing. Gotta equip them for life situations. National schedule is a cherry on top. That's not the reason. The reason is coaches and access to gyms all day. Development is way better than high school.
Depending on where you live at. Depending on where you live at.
That's true.
Yeah. Because I guarantee you right now, Lil, he can go get in the gym whenever he want to. And he got access to 3 professional coaches on staff.
Well.
So, yeah, that depends on where you live at.
Right.
That you can't just say that as a broad statement.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got some high school coaches here that's cold as hell.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna defend my high school coaches. We got some cold ass high school coaches here that run a cold ass program.
Mm-hmm.
So all prep schools ain't knocking out some of these high schools here. Shit, they ain't knocking them down like that now. Shit, yeah. I have to disagree with that one.
So somebody said the problem is everybody think the kid going pro.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
When they can't be pros with a bachelor's, master's degree, delusion is real.
I say that all the time, man. I say that all the time. I done played against some niggas that is cold, boy. I'm talking about cold, and you just like, damn, boy, why you ain't pro? And then you just know the levels of it.
Yeah.
It's different levels.
Yeah.
And then you gotta have the ego and be like, it's my ego was this. I was training. I'm trying to get back into it. I'm getting into it, right? Then I started realizing, like, man, you gonna go pro? Probably not. Let's start learning something else, right? Because I started watching these people. These dudes really do this.
Yeah.
They really do this. And is it knocking my people be like, oh, you didn't go pro. You can't train my kids. Cool. I don't even want to train your kids. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause people put that on the high, you didn't go pro. You can't train. All right, that's cool. Most of those college coaches coaching didn't play basketball and can't play basketball.
Right.
Yeah. To them. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like that.
Like Trey, I'm looking at Zay over in Europe right now. She got a master's degree in MBA. So if Zay want to stop playing basketball at any time, she good.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand. That's important to me as well. Getting an education, the reason that you fought for them hours of basketball was to get a free education. To get a free education, bro. That's why you went to school. So a lot of people have lost their way with that point of emphasis. Like you said, everybody think they're going pro. Everybody think they're going pro, bro. Like I saw a statement the other day. I'm never going to change my statement. This dude say, "Wow, you ain't never supposed to have a plan B." Man, you crazy as hell. You crazy as hell, man. Cheap.
Yeah.
You crazy as hell, man. Yeah.
Especially if your plan A is entertainment.
Yeah.
That's entertainment.
Yeah.
You talking about you want to be one of the best entertainers in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, I need a plan B. You know what I'm saying? A real plan B.
You can hop on next week sometime. Somebody said he want to hop on next week, so we'll let him he want to give his opinion on prep. So
yeah, I don't mind. I mean, like I said, I just don't like that everybody's saying that prep is for everybody. Like I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Like prep might be for some kids. To each his own. But I don't like when they make these broad statements saying that that's the way now. That's the way now. No, it's not the way. It's not the way.
No, it's not the way.
I'm gonna stay on that with you, Zee.
Yeah. It's not the way. Yeah. It's for some people, yes, it is. Yeah. But it's not the way for everybody.
Right.
Yeah. I just, like I said, man, trends that have come across, you can go ask anybody about me. I ain't never done them.
Right.
Like, because I'm my own person. I get on my son about the hoodies and the tight ass jeans and like, bro, why are you doing it because such and such do it? You know, like who I am, who I am. I'm gonna wear these 501 baggy ass jeans that y'all call me old in. And guess what? I feel good in them. I feel good and I look good in them.
Hey, when you said that, I already man, I seen you in the 501. I said, Zeke be rocking the 501.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know, I ain't got to do. I've been standing on my own all my life, bro. Like I don't have to do what everybody else doing. Yeah, you know, I just, you know, I see a lot of that now. The trend is do what everybody else doing. No,
Yeah.
do what's best. Do what's best for your kid. Do what's best for
Mm-hmm.
your kid. That's just where I am with this basketball stuff. You
Yeah.
know.
I say one
Yeah.
more thing too.
Go
It's
ahead.
not about this generation talk about put hard work, working hard. I say in that AAU world, we need to start playing play hard, not just play like literally have fun with this shit. It
Right.
doesn't last forever. Have
Mm-hmm.
fun, go play, like not play, but go play. Have
Mm-hmm.
fun, live. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all I gotta say. A lot of people try to put that we gotta
All right,
grind, we gotta
how
work,
would y'all
but nobody talking about playing.
All right, Z.
Ah,
All
yeah.
right now. Quick little ending.